Today, let's talk about the reasons why we mustn't procrastinate. Trust me, it's worse than you ever thought it was. Procrastination ever since has become our main expertise as a student. Confronted with a paper, preparation for a test, or even brief review of a quiz, the key idea for procrastination is that we delay as long as we can. So that is the essential idea on procrastination. That is to put off doing something until a future time. Yes, it's clearly a bad idea. And so for today's video, I will be disclosing to you a couple of reasons why mustn't we procrastinate. What's up guys, Haziq Productions here, and number one is that ideas take time to compile to our minds. Here's the thing. Most college papers or maybe projects require you to come up with an idea. Then from there you need to digest the ideas that you have come up with, and you might want to revise the idea, or maybe refine the idea. You need time for that. But what happens when you leave everything to the last minute? What happens? You don't have time to go through all of these stages. The thing is, when your lecturer has reminded you to do such assignment for like a month or so, the idea is you must not leave everything to the last minute, because there's a lot of things you're going to do. Come up with an idea, then you have to do a bit of research, then last but not least you write something. What happens if you do this within the last 2 days before you have to submit your assignment? Well, the most logical consequence is failure. The second reason why you mustn't procrastinate is that procrastination just really wants to make your memory work harder. But before I elaborate a little bit more further, I want you to understand what's called distributed practice effect. What this means is that your brain needs to let its hair down so that it becomes more efficient to pick up information. Okay? Your brain needs breaks. Your brain needs a little bit of a rest. It cannot be stressed out in order for the brain to work well to pick up information. But what happens when we procrastinate? What happens is that procrastinating just makes you wanting to group all of the information in a compressed manner. You know what I'm saying? It compresses everything, and it's associated to having stress, right? Thinking a lot of things in one single moment is really something stressful. So what happens when you procrastinate? It encourages us to do that, and so at the end your memorization process can become a lot more harder. This is very typical, especially during the last few days of the examination. When you want to recall information, the thing is, you'll end up not receiving it so easily because of procrastination, wanting to make your memory work harder than usual, i.e. working harder than if you were to use your memory earlier to recall the information. The next reason why we shouldn't procrastinate is because it is procrastination that makes us overestimate the pain behind the work. Let's say that in a research paper assignment, for instance, and somehow your professor or your lecturer wanted you to look at drafts or sample research papers that were done by those senior students, for instance, okay? And as you go through the research paper, we might be thinking, oh, it's just kacang goreng one, okay? We think that it's easy. We easily anticipate this work as easy. We assume the task isn't as difficult as it should be. But because of procrastination, when it's a couple of days left before the assignment submission, then you'll start to feel how insurmountable this task is. It's the moment when you do it, essentially, will you feel this dreadfulness of doing the task. So guys, don't procrastinate. Finally, the last reason that I want to share as to why mustn't you procrastinate is that anything can happen. I mean, let's admit that we cannot gauge about what is going to happen in our future life. Okay, we cannot tell. If let's say there's a project that extends for some period of time, chances are there may be some unexpected events that can befall on you. You can expect a professor or your lecturer all of a sudden gave you a quiz that costs you quite a lot of marks and that you need a bit of time to prepare for it. Or perhaps a work that you cannot refuse to do somehow befallen you. Alright? All of these things require a little bit more thinking towards these issues. Okay? So if you happen to procrastinate, okay, you don't have time to deal with these things. So ultimately, your life can be a disaster. So there you guys have it. These are the reasons that you must never ever procrastinate, especially in your college studies. Thus, it is no exaggeration to say that procrastination is indeed very bad. Procrastination has become a culprit for you not finishing your projects or assignments on time. I mean, the idea is, procrastination really makes you take some more of your time. Okay? One of the biggest lies of procrastination is that you're saving time, but you're actually not. You're actually using a lot of free time, and so you end up chilling throughout the semester as an excuse for not finishing the projects or assignments on time. So remember guys, do not procrastinate. It is seriously bad for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want more videos as beneficial as this, why not just subscribe to my channel? Anyhow, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And until next time, peace out and stay positive.